welcome back to my channel. So today I'm sharing with you my little travel, not really a travel, but like a setup for something that I've been working on. So I did mention in my Instagram that I have been doing a little bit of watercolor in a class, and I wanted to share with you a little bit on my experience and share with you what I have packed for it, and and a little bit of the sketchbook itself and what I basically have been learning. So yeah, let's get into this. So first I want to talk about this class. It is from Class 101. I believe it's from Korea. So a lot of the teachers and teaching platform is in Korea, but they do have translating and different, like, what do you call, captions that you can read while you're learning. The only thing about what I think is that the class has been really good. I've learned a lot. The only thing is when you're reading captions, it's hard to kind of focus and read captions at the same time when you are drawing or watercoloring, so that can be a little difficult. I feel like you would have to take a little bit more time when you are doing these classes, because you'll have to pause to read captions and then pause to kind of do your own little drawing. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through this a little bit and then I can talk more about it as I'm flipping through the pages. So this is the Delfonics pouch. This is the larger version. I do have a small version. So this one is a small version. It fits passport size really nicely. So if you're traveling and you just have a few other things you might want to bring, such as pens, ephemera, some glue sticks and stuff like that, this would be a perfect pouch to put it in. But I do have this bigger one here because obviously my sketchbook is a lot bigger, so that's why I have it in this pouch. Otherwise I would definitely use a smaller pouch because I do love smaller pouches in general, even though sometimes you do have a lot of things to carry. So this one is the blue one. I've had this for a while now. I opened the smaller one. I've been using it for a while, and I never really got a chance to use this, and finally after a few years this year I decided that I'm going to use it for this class. It just basically holds all my stuff together. Since the class is online, I technically don't need to put this all together, but it's nice to bring this into my living room to work on if I need to, or I can stay in my room to work on this. So the first thing, you have all these pouches. You do use a little bit of white sometimes, so I have this Uniball Signo in the white. We always start off with pens. We never use pencil because this class is mainly for traveling and super quick stuff, so they don't recommend you using pencil. You just basically go straight to pen and then watercolor along the way. And the style is more of a sketch rather than a very intensive kind of like look, so that is why I've been loving this class. I'll also link down the class for you down below. It's around $100 US, has a lot of different videos to watch, and I actually think it's pretty worth it. And I'm not sponsored by this, I'm just sharing my little experience, and I've seen this website for a while now, and I finally saw the class that I really wanted to take, so I decided to take it. So you can choose to just do the class by itself, or you can choose it to give you products if you don't have any products, but I do have my own products, so I didn't need to purchase the set, so I just purchased the class itself. So right here I have one of my favorite watercolor palettes. I cannot read that, so I'm not going to bother. This is one of I believe a more professional grade style. I've had this for a while now, and this is one of my first professional watercolor palettes since I started watercoloring. I did use the really cheap ones that you get at the craft store in the beginning, but then I decided to invest in this a little while later. This is the one I use, and it fits perfectly in this front pouch here. Then on this side I just have a clip to clip my sketchbook, because that definitely needs to happen. And if I ever decide that I want to go out or just bring this whole set to do my own thing that's not like class related, you'll definitely need some napkins to help water down your watercolor and obviously the spray here. And I forgot to mention, in my watercolor palette I actually have the water brush in here that I've been using. I'm pretty sure you can use different brushes, but I guess this is the perfect one for traveling because you just have to fill this up and you're good to go. So now we can get to the fun part where I share with you what I've been doing, and I can share a little process of the class. I am not finished, I'm still taking the class, but I finally have some photos that I can share with you, and I'm excited to finish off this class. So this book right here, I believe, is a really common one that you can get at a normal craft store. I'll make sure to link everything down below so you can go find them if you're interested. So I have this front section where I just wrote the class. This is going to be all for the class. Hopefully I can fill it up, or I can just fill up my own practice paintings in here. So you first learn kind of the very basics of things, and obviously everyone teaches watercolor a different way. This one is more of a loosely, straight to the point, just draw and color sort of thing, because that's the perfect way for traveling. Especially when you're traveling, you don't have a lot of time to perfect a painting, because a lot of times watercolor artists would probably use a pencil first and then use pen, or don't even use pen at all. So it really depends on the artist. So we kind of learn how to do different things with watercolor. We kind of drew our own little palettes here, and then you start to learn more on like landscape stuff, products, images of like leaves and like rocks, and then along the same time you start drawing. So a lot of times she says that one of the tips I learned is that you just keep going, no matter how bad it looks, just keep going. It's more of a memory keepsake than perfecting an image, which I think is a really different kind of mindset to think about, which I thought was super cool. So we learned a bunch of different things, and you kind of just follow along. And sometimes it's hard to read captions and follow along at the same time, so a lot of times you might have to pause. And one of the lessons we did, I decided that I didn't want to do what the lesson was doing. You definitely don't need to do lessons, because she gives you feedback when you show her a photo of your artwork. So I decided to do my little area over here, which I will try to link a photo to. This is the only one that I did not copy the artist, and then the rest is kind of like learning what she does with her photos. I skipped a page by accident, and then we started to learn more actual landscape, which is kind of fun. Obviously my paintings can be definitely improved in a lot of different ways, and hers are definitely a lot better than mine, but that's basically where I'm at with this class. It's super cool, and I'm excited to finish it off. And yeah, so that is what I have in my little pouch that I've talked about a few times, and you've probably seen on my Instagram. And I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!